Today, we're going to dive into a field that's totally shaking up one of the world's oldest and most respected professions. We're talking about the incredible revolution happening right at the intersection of technology, data, and the world of nursing. It really all boils down to this one simple but really powerful question. What do you get when you take the compassionate art of nursing care and you mash it up with the incredible power of modern data? Well, the answer is a specialty called nursing informatics. And trust me, it's changing absolutely everything. So, to really get a handle on the impact of informatics, we've got to take a step back and look at a huge shift that's happened within nursing itself. It's this amazing evolution from a practice seen mostly as an art to one that is also very much a science. For literally centuries, nursing was seen as an art, right? It was built on experience, on intuition, and that deep, compassionate human connection. But now, technology is adding this powerful new layer to it, turning it into a science as well, one that's grounded in data, in evidence, and in precision. And this isn't about losing the art. It's about making that art even smarter.
Okay, so before we can even get to nursing informatics, we need to nail down the core concept behind it all. What even is informatics?
At its heart, informatics is pretty straightforward. It's the science of information. It's all about studying how any system, and that could be a computer, a library, even our own brains, handles information. You know, how it's created, where it's stored, how it gets processed, and then how it's presented so we can actually make sense of it all. And this isn't some brand new futuristic idea. The term was actually coined way back in 1957 by a German computer scientist named Carl Steinbuch. He called it automatic information processing. So the concept's been around for decades, but it's the way we're applying it in healthcare today that is just so revolutionary.
So we've got the evolution of nursing on one hand and the science of informatics on the other. Now, let's see what happens when we put them together. The entire field of nursing informatics is really built on three essential pillars.
The official definition here really tells the whole story. It's a specialty that integrates three different sciences to manage knowledge. Now pay close attention to that word, integrates. This isn't just about nurses using computers. No, it's a true fusion of different disciplines. So to really understand how this fusion works and creates something totally new, we've got to break it down. Let's take a look at the three core components, the building blocks, that form the foundation of this amazing specialty. First, and you could say most importantly, you have nursing science. This is the bedrock. It's all the clinical knowledge, the patient care experience, and the core principles of the entire nursing profession. It all starts here. Next up, you add information science into the mix. This is all about the how. How do you organize all that nursing data? How do you make it easy to find, easy to use, and totally secure? This is the science of structuring knowledge itself. And finally, the third piece of the puzzle, you bring in computer science. This part gives us the tools, the hardware, the software, the algorithms, and the networks that make managing all this information possible on a massive scale. So when you combine these three pillars, what you get is way more than just a fancy system for managing data. The real question is, why does any of this matter? Well, the goal isn't just to be more efficient. The ultimate purpose is to directly support nurses and, most importantly, to improve the quality of patient care. And that right there brings us to the big picture. This isn't just about making a nurse's daily job a little easier. It's about a much larger mission. Honestly, the ambition of nursing informatics is huge. We're talking about improving health at every single level, from one individual patient to entire populations. It's about optimizing everything from direct patient care and hospital administration, all the way to how we train the next generation of nurses and conduct groundbreaking research. It's a total game changer. Okay, so those are the big high-level goals. But what does this actually look like on the ground? In a busy hospital ward or a local clinic. Let's get into the practical, day-to-day benefits. What happens is this incredible chain reaction. First, patient records that used to be buried in dusty file cabinets become active, searchable data. That immediately leads to better communication across the entire care team. Then, documentation gets faster and way more accurate, which saves critical time and resources. And all of this leads to the final, most important step. The actual practice of nursing gets enhanced, leading to smarter, safer care for everyone. So what does this all mean for the nurse on the front lines? Well, it marks the beginning of a truly new era for the entire profession.
Now, let's be absolutely crystal clear about one thing, because it's a huge misconception. This is not and has never been about replacing nurses with algorithms or robots, not at all. So here's the crucial takeaway. It's all about taking these highly skilled, compassionate professionals and giving them the best possible information right at their fingertips. It's about empowering nurses to make better decisions, to see trends they couldn't possibly see before, and ultimately to provide an even higher level of care. It's about augmenting, not replacing. And this leaves us with a final and really exciting question to think about. As we keep equipping these essential caregivers with more powerful tools and better data, how will they, in turn, redefine the very future of what healthcare can and should be?
If you found this explainer helpful, inspiring, entertaining, and informative, we'd love it if you'd share, like, and subscribe. Be sure to watch for the next upload. Thank you so much for watching.